Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gamer Social Club Weekly News Podcast. We are recording on Thursday, the 18th of September, 2025. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo showcase we had last week, the 6-1 Indie showcase we just had today, and maybe how there's even more showcases coming next week. Hey, hey! But before we get to all that, of course, I'm your host, Harry, aka Neighbors Crayfish, and today it's a first for the books. We have 5 of us here. So I'm going to have to do a proper roll call this time. So we'll start on, well, I don't even know how to describe this. We'll just start with Dara. Dara, it's great to have you back. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to be back. I'm making my
Excellent.
grand return.
Exactly.
You
Exactly. I
need,
love it.
you need a brand. You need a brand return though. Like Harry hasn't got like an intro for you. We need like a.
We'll get there. We'll get.
We'll
Not
workshop it.
not
We'll
everybody's
workshop it.
intro came at once. You know, some of them have taken time, and yours is currently, well, you can't make yours work half the time. So,
You remember even if he does do it. Fine.
I'm gonna go round now so that you can prepare for yours, so you don't lose the timing like you did last time. Okay, so you wait your turn. Of course, we also have with us our very own Steam Deck verified Mark, aka We Work at the Hive. How are you, my friend?
Really good, guys. Really good to be here. It's nice to have so many of us. And yeah, it's been a lot of Steam Deck gaming the last week. So look forward to talking a little bit about that with you all in a little bit.
Excellent. Yeah, we will definitely get to more of that. We also have, as always, no MC, only daggers. It's Lady V. How are you, V?
I'm very well, thank you. Feeling very non-empathetic this week. It's been a long week, work-wise, and getting everything sorted. But no, I'm great. I'm doing great. It's good to be here with everybody. Like, yep.
Good stuff. And of course, he is the greatest showman that I know. It is Adam, aka Oh No, Not Addy. How you doing, bud?
I got a timer out this time, so it's fine. Yeah.
Rehearsing in the mirror.
It's all about timing. Yeah, good to see you guys. Good to be with so many of us. It's fantastic. Looking forward to talking. My favourite subject, of course, showcases. Endless
never end.
showcase. Yes.
There's always another one. But before we, of course, get to all of that, we were going to run through our regular rigmarole. We are, of course, some of the members of Gamer Social Club, a website dedicated to all things gaming, where we cover games through reviews, news, previews, interviews, editorials, and guides, and anything else we can concoct. We are a ragtag bunch of unprofessionals who do this out of passion. There are 3 pillars you should know about us over at the Gamer Social Club, which is that the first and foremost is that we run all of our news through a rumor-free filter. So you can know that any news that you get from us is going to be factually accurate to the time of reporting. And we'll always do our best to try and keep up to date with that, with updates and things. And of course, if we make mistakes, we will always do our best to correct them and always keep on top of ourselves regarding that. So yeah, you have that as your first one. Second is, of course, that every game that we review, we finish, we will roll credits on. If we can't, for whatever reason, if it's the sort of game where that just doesn't exist, a racing game or something like that, we will play it as much as we can before we can give you our thoughts and impressions and our score and all the rest of it. And of course, the final pillar is that we are a fully independent, homegrown site where it is all, as I said, driven by our passion, our love of games. I wanted to share that with all of you and try and give you a place to come and share that with us over at Gamer Social Club, which is obviously at www.gamersocialclub.ca. That's where you can find all of our written work. You have obviously arrived at this video here on our YouTube channel, which you'll find more episodes of the Weekly News Podcast on. You will find episodes of the Party Chat, and you will also find episodes of Girl Pod, which also features Lady B. But yeah, alongside some of our guides, we do video guides every now and then that we'll chuck up there as well. And yeah, we're always trying to come up with new things and ideas, so keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. We're currently going through a bit of a tumultuous period right now. We've been trying to do a redesign, sort of web design update for the site, and that hasn't exactly gone according to plan. So we are currently still, I think, running the original design, and we are just getting everything prepped and ready to actually do the full leap across. So unfortunately, when I said last week that by the time this would go up, you should be looking at our new site, that didn't happen. So fingers crossed, maybe not this time, but whatever. It will happen, hopefully, eventually, soon. But yeah, so please, if you enjoyed this video today, leave a like on the video. If you have anything you'd like to share with us, any feedback, any questions, any comments on what we said today, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you'd like to see more content like this, then consider subscribing. We also have a Discord you can join. It's a small little Discord where we try and be a sort of vibrant community as much as we can, doing community game nights and the occasional giveaway and things like that. So yeah, please consider joining. And yeah, for all information regarding this stuff, including any articles we mentioned today that we talk about from our site, all of our socials, whether it's our own independent, individual accounts or any of the actual Gamer Social Club social media accounts, and basically any of the info from today will all be down in the description below. Adam, you're not doing the thing with your hands. I said down below, in the description below. You're not doing the thing. Thank you. There we go. Right. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the rigmarole. And we are going to get into the rest of the show now, where we're going to start with the Nintendo Showcase, which of course, or Nintendo Directs, apologies, which of course happened last week, but we are now going to do our picks from it. We were all, I think, kept up to date with what happened and saw the games that were showcased and everything like that. And yeah, we can talk about it now. Does anybody want to start? I think we'll go around once, see how we're doing for time, and then maybe we'll pick a second if everyone's got a second. Adam's still doing. He's gone beyond what I asked him to do. It's great. He's beyond the Call of Duty.
Well, like Mr. Burns, but he's doing the baseball signs. Like he's just doing all of the different.
All this sort of stuff. Yeah. Look, why don't we have Mr. DK himself tell us what his highlights or his first highlight was from the Nintendo Direct? Because I think we can maybe imagine what it is actually.
Okay, that's my first jump scare.
Do you have an emotional support wall? Like I keep telling everyone needs an emotional support wall, but
yeah, I like that there was surprise, GK Bonanza DLC announced and released the same day. Although it's quite pricey from what I haven't got it yet. I've not had a chance. But from what people are saying, it's like 17 quid or something, and it seems a bit. It's got like a roguelike mode, just randomly included. But obviously, if it's got the same gameplay, it'll be super fun. But you're meant to like harvest emeralds and stuff, and then you like the guy who's the baddie. You're working for the baddie. Like it feels a bit odd. Like I'm sure they explain it. Obviously, Nintendo's very good at story, so I'm sure they explain it. But yeah,
cohesive narratives throughout Nintendo.
Miyamoto infamously loves storytelling.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried a Zelda?
Yeah, the latest Zelda's like, we can't be fucked with storytelling. Go explore, figure it out.
someone was in the past.
They made a Mario movie.
I can go underground.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, very excited for trying it, but I will probably wait till it's on offer because I am.
It won't be.
Nintendo game on sale. What do you mean, Andy? Full price or nothing.
Well, I mean, like even just 10% is better than paying full price, isn't it? But yeah, I'll probably will get it. So I'll probably get drunk and then just buy it. Like, oh yeah, I want to get it. I'll buy it, and then I'm like, ah! Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, that'll make sense.
There's that. Do you want like a few things that stuck out?
That was good. That was great. You gave me exactly what I asked for. Thank you. No. Let's have Dara next because I know there were a couple of things I know you were excited about. So let's hear your first.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll do Candy justice and I'll talk about the Danganronpa remake, the new thing. This is a weird one for me because I wasn't initially excited upon seeing it, even though I love this game to death. It seems to be a graphical remake of Danganronpa 2 specifically, not the first one. And also they're adding in an additional story that is basically just a new spin that they say is the same volume of content. And that's a really long game. That's like a 60-hour game. But it's a completely different take on the story that's like different victims, different murderers, and everything. So that was a really weird one for me, just because that's a game that I love to death. And it's not the original writer coming back. It's a new writer that the original writer is supervising. He's pretty much done with Danganronpa, it seems. Like the ending of the third game was very conclusive. So that was a weird one for me.
So yeah, and again, like, what's the titling on that exactly? Because it's the whole 2x2 thing. How are we meant to say that exactly? It's always a question with these sorts of series. It feels like
It's a Final Fantasy.
2 times 2, it's 4.
I mean, oh crap! You're probably right on that actually, because they did something like that with the third one, where it's called V3, but the V stands for something else that I can't spoil. So don't make any assumptions because it's probably really obvious when I play it like that. But
okay.
They might actually be doing that. It might actually be Danganronpa 4. Now that you say that, that's really obvious to me now. I feel like that's
You've done it now.
And you must be talking Kingdom Hearts titles to me now. I'm so confused.
We need a timeline.
yeah. Nintendo, I need a timeline. Interesting. Well,
you've just created fan theory, Addy. I hope you know that.
I like that. I'm quite proud to be the instigation point of that.
Adam does enjoy kicking a hornet's nest down every now and then, I think. Yeah. Mark, what was your highlight from the Nintendo Direct? I know you're not a huge Nintendo guy, but like, I'm assuming something may have caught your eye there, even if maybe like a third-party title.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid showcase. I don't think I've seen enough to make me definitely get a Switch 2 just yet. I'll be getting one next year, but I'm going to wait for the 3D Mario, I think. But one thing I definitely will be picking up, because I've never played it, is the incredibly overpriced Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 pack. I had Mario Galaxy with the trilogy about 5 years ago. So I thought 3D All-Stars. Last week. So 100% did that for the first time on 3D All-Stars, but I've never played 2, so definitely want to get that. And I probably will pick up Metroid Prime 4 on Switch 1. But to be honest, I'm just not really feeling a Switch 2 yet. I got a bonus from work and spanked it all on a OLED monitor rather than a Switch 2, so it's going to have to wait. But yeah, I'll be picking up Mario Galaxy 2. May play one again, but yeah, I think that was the.
I'm so excited for that.
Highlights me.
Like you, I didn't get to play. I've not played Galaxy 2, and I got 3D All Stars, but I ended up buying the physical because it was 33 quid for the digital only of Mario Galaxy 2, but Mario Galaxy, it's like 50 quid for the double pack physically. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get that because then you get they've actually put some enhancements on it rather than just being an emulated version of Mario Galaxy in like 3D All Stars, I think. So there's like it's got the mouse controls and other stuff in it. So feels like it's probably worth 15 quid. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just get that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I panicked it was gonna be like a limited release, like 3D All Stars. Like I can lock it in case it just disappears again.
Right. What about you? What was your first highlight?
Well, I am a big Pokemon fan. I am the problem. I am why Game Freak has never raised their standards because I keep giving them money. Day one. So I was very excited, specifically to see the Kalos starter Mega Evolutions, because it was kind of weird in one of the games where Megas were introduced that you could only get. It was like, oh yeah, we've got Megas and they're so cool, and we've got all these new Pokemon, but not your starter. But you can have what flavor of Mega Charizard would you like? Would you like blue or would you like orange Mega Charizard? Like, so I was kind of weird that they never had them. I like the fact that they've added them in. I am not a fan of how they're going to be distributed, and that you have to play online ranked in order to unlock the stones for them. So theoretically, you can't use them in your playthrough, given the lengths of seasons for like competitive Pokemon. And also, I have no idea how the competitive is going to work in it because the battle system is a bit different from all the normal ones. I'm also really bad at competitive Pokemon, so like I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that the combat's a bit different. And then obviously they did quite controversially, I think, announced DLC for a game that does not exist. So a $30 paid DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA to get Mega Raichu X and Y. The Mega Raichu X is the dumbest looking thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Well, dumber than Monkey Pond.
we'll get to the disturbingness of
We'll
the
get to that.
Detto game.
Yeah,
That gets to that segment.
terrifying.
But no, I mean, I'm telling myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy Pokemon Day One now because I feel like they're being a bit weird with how they're monetized it. And then as soon as it comes out, I'll be like, oh, I need the Pokemon. I need to fill out my Pokedex. God damn it! Like, so, but no, I was excited for that. I want to see all the new megas. I want a Mega Victory Bell. He's so goofy. Like,
That one
I
was
love
so
Victor
goofy.
Bell. I love Victor Bell from the anime though because he just screams. Okay, right. That's
Yeah,
you.
he
Yeah.
screams and eats
Thanks, Victor
people.
Bell.
That's what he does. Like,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that's an interesting way to kind of get the evolutions through the whole sort of ranked matchmaking, all that. Yeah, Nintendo's gonna Nintendo. I feel like.
Get away with it because it's like it's fine when it's Nintendo. Anybody else really announces DLC before a game comes out, they get absolutely hung, drawn, and quartered on the internet and stuff like this. Scumbag, it just included. You've clearly cut content. Nintendo. No, I've not seen anybody bitching about Nintendo doing it.
No.
I know I got into an argument with someone on Reddit about it.
Okay, well, at least it's good. That's fine.
Yeah,
There is
no,
apparently
they were trying to defend it, but I was like, I don't think this is appropriate.
No.
There is like people keep saying that there's like some precedent for them doing that in the past, like announcing DLC, but like who cares? It's still stupid. It's still annoying.
Yeah,
I mean?
they did it for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But
oh,
I think,
of course. Well, no, with Ultimate they announced the DLC the day the game came out because it was Joker from Persona 5 at the Game Awards. It just happened to be the day the game came out because the Game Awards was the same day, which was weird, but yeah.
We're gonna get to the point where they announced the DLC before they announced the game.
That's Ubisoft. That's Ubisoft's play.
Yeah. Well, Ubisoft was
The PlayStation announced remasters before the game comes out, so that's
Ubisoft are just like there will be DLC, so there is an extra 40 quid when you buy the game for the season pass, but the DLC was definitely coming.
So you buy Beyond Good and Evil 2 Gold Edition or at launch in 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta put a pre-order in. My pick for the Nintendo Direct was that not your Moko Pon or whatever you called it, Adam.
Pokemon.
Yeah, not that one. My one was Pokukon. Very close. The opposite, in fact, from that one, which is the little multiplayer match 3 shooter, which I thought was quite fun looking.
Oh yes, yeah.
Up to I think it was up to 4 people, and it's like lots of different types of like levels and challenges and stuff you can do where you're trying to if you've played a match 3 game, it kind of reminded me of Bubble Bobble and things like that as well, whereas like you're firing like an orb, a colored orb at other colored orbs, and if you get 3 of them in a row of the same color, then they like collapse or more. If you get more than 4, they'll 3, they'll also collapse together and disappear, which is what you want. You want to get rid of them, and thus it's like working together because you don't. I think each player has like 2 colors, so you'll come across different colors that you can't interact with. So you'll need your teammate to do it. So it is a co-op only game where there has to be at least 2 players, which is interesting. But again, I like that idea. Had a nice cutesy aesthetic. And yeah, I thought the gameplay looked fun. Third-person shooter, kind of again, interesting take on something that I obviously got the Splatoon series with third-person shooting on Switch, but you rarely see them doing anything. It feels like with like firearms of any sort, and they really have to try and like go around the fact it's a gun in some bizarre way, like with Mario and Rabbids, where he's like got that weird white thing he holds. That's a gun for all intents and purposes, but like it's not a gun. We can't call it a gun, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. That looks fun to me. So yeah, what about? Has anybody else got any ones they want to pick out? We can just do any quick other ones if people got seconds. Dara?
I have a few that I wanted to fire off just because I thought they were the ones that stuck out to me as like the ones I'm excited for. You mentioned Metroid Prime 4. Samus has a bike now. That's been weirdly contentious. I've been surprised, but I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah,
really.
I think it's great.
I just it's I love the Metroid Prime games. Like my first experiences of Metroid back on the GameCube and stuff, and I didn't experience a 2D Metroid until Metroid Red, which I absolutely loved. But I just feel like exploring the whole thing about it's so intricate and built up, and it's all connected to each other, and I love that. And it fit. And my first thought of seeing that was, first of all, it looked really sparse. Like they didn't look like. I mean, it's very short clip. Obviously, it just felt like there wasn't a lot going on in that. Just a lot of sand. And we have not seen exactly what's going on there. There might be absolute loads. There might be tunnels. Who knows what you're going through? But I just like the whole connectedness of it all, and then creating just separating it out, and then you just drive across a vast open sandy desert. Feels. I don't know what they're doing with it. And I think we'd said in the Discord, are they just going to put Samus in Mario Kart World because she's got a bike now? Is that what that is? Is every character going like Kirby Air Riders? Kirby's going to be in Mario Kart. He's going to be riding that freaking star. And is it just going to be everyone's got a bike or a vehicle now, so we can put them in Mario Kart? Please don't let that be it.
Interesting theory.
It's funny. I heard a lot of people complain that they didn't make Mario Kart World just like a Nintendo Smash Bros. Kart racer. And they were very stuck to Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they were all loads of characters were in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah,
So
it's Splatoon. Yeah,
moved away from it. It feels weird.
Even the Mii's and stuff like that were in there, weren't they?
Yeah,
I'm still really excited for Metroid Prime 4. Just it was a bit. It took me by surprise to see that. I wasn't what I was expecting at all.
In its defense, I think the reason that it looked like that in the trailer is because I think that the intent is that you're supposed to be going across it very fast. Because it did look like you were going very fast. So I made this point on Blue Sky where it's I think in Sonic Frontiers, that's a game that before it came out got a lot of criticism for having a very empty looking open world. And then people played it and it's it's because you're going so fast that of course it looks empty because you're supposed to go through it at such an intense speed. And also it's Switch 1, but we're seeing a Switch 2 version. So it's probably just going to kind of look weird because the Switch 1 can probably only render so much. And it's possible that it's just between areas as well, and not this whole thing where the whole map is centered around it. More so, it's to get you between different biomes. Those are just some stuff theories I've heard surrounding it, because they did just kind of present it without context, which was weird.
Which is really weird for Nintendo, because normally they have a guy just talking through it all, right?
More often not,
Especially so close to launch. It's only a few months away, and it feels like we haven't seen much of the game at all over the past 7 years or however long it's been. And it was weird to just throw that huge curveball right in the run up to launch.
Yeah, I mean, I can still see that, as you said, Dara. I think the bike combat and traversal look to be very fast paced. You're not meant to be stopping to get off the bike to deal with enemies. It looks like when you're in that environment, you're meant to be staying on the bike, riding consistently, very kind of just you're doing Akira slides into enemies, you're shooting off the bike. So it really feels like it's meant to be almost like the sort of in between moments when you're going from A to B. And it could be the case where maybe it's something that you have to do, for some of the game more maybe towards the back end or the front end, and it's about the idea that maybe it's all underground, but you can't get everywhere underground originally. You have to go to certain points on the map to reach other places, and then you can unlock the way back. You do the classic, the door opens from the other side stuff, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? I could see it still working and not completely destroying the Metroid element, DNA of everything's interconnected and stuff like that.
I know I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry, but I feel quite. I don't have a lot of energy today, but I don't want it to be just go from A to B. That feels like a waste. If they're going to put it in, I want it to be like in Metroid, where you upgrade your bike and you get new stuff and you can access new areas. I want them to really figure out and do that stuff, because otherwise that feels like a waste and not true to what the series is about, right?
Yeah. I agree. Definitely.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to see, because it is weird how little context they presented it with. The image of Samus on a bike, I mean, it looked cool to me, and
very cool.
And I think that there's potential there. They've not referred to it as an open world game yet, and they were very careful with Mario Kart World to also not do that. So it makes me curious as to how much the open world really matters. If it really is an open world, it could just be zones or something like in Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, it was a strange presentation.
I agree with that. Yeah, a bit out of the blue. Anybody else got any? I know Dari, you've got more, but did anybody else have one they want to drop? They wanted to call out.
I've got to shout out the Virtual Boy. We were talking about things that only Nintendo could do.
You don't have to.
Only Nintendo could bring that back. Like, who's asking for it, man? I mean, you know what? It's a nostalgia trip, isn't it? And you know, I've never played a Virtual Boy. Probably never would.
No one played
but
the Virtual Boy. That's the point. That's like what happened to it.
It's absolutely like
it sounded like less than 1 million units, didn't it? It's like a real absolute fail and like blotch on Nintendo's record. But you know, it looks absolutely diabolical. The games, you know, black and red. But I can't lie. I'm so. I don't think I can stomach the 65 quid for the Virtual Boy thing. But I could be tempted to be a tight arse and get the cardboard thing just to say I've played on the Virtual Boy.
I mean, honoring that entire legacy and just bringing it all because, like, they clearly try to make like the ultimate, like we envisaged with the Wii, the ultimate virtual console with everything is on there. Like, yeah, fuck it, even the ones we don't like, let's put it on there as well.
They're not shying away from it. Fair enough.
I mean, that looks like they're bringing about 2/3 of the, you know, albeit small library of games, but. I do want to have a little go on that Mario Tennis. I can't lie. And that boxing one they had in the that I've never heard of, Rock Boxer or something. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but it looked awful. But I want to play it. So I've just got a really bad streak of bad games lately, and I'm kind of enjoying bad games. So
I'm developing a taste for it now. You're like, oh yeah, that looks like another really bad game.
I think as bad games, I can just dispose of them quicker because I haven't got time for the big ones anymore. So if they're bad and the shit, even better, I can play more.
I know that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick up one of those cardboard things just to give it a whirl.
It sounds like you've convinced yourself.
Yeah.
Just in the course of talking.
We're just seeing it live. We just see him talking stuff around live.
I think they're about 15, 20 quid, aren't they? So,
25, I think.
Unless they've all been scalped by now.
Oh, they just use all the leftover labos, haven't they?
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. What do we do with all this fucking cardboard? I know.
That's called recycling.
They just look at the glance over and they see the Virtual Boy like with cobwebs and in the corner, like, I've got an idea. Bear with me.
From what I understand,
with some DIY ones on Etsy or something anyway.
Yeah.
Can't have any of the classic Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch Online, so there's no Pokemon Silver or Crystal or anything like that, or Emerald or anything like that, that were there on the 3DS online catalogue that you could buy for the Virtual Console. None of that. But here's a Virtual Boy. It's like, all right.
No blood by Nintendo. All right, Dara, any more you want to share with us that you're looking forward to?
Let me see. My partner almost had a heart attack twice for two very different announcements while watching this. The Pokemon Pokopia with the horrifying Ditto person creature. Yeah, of course, yeah, that. And Fatal Frame, which, of course, you know, bears many similarities to the horrifying Pokemon live sim game. This is cool. I've never fully played the Fatal Frame 2 Wii version. I've only played the PS2 version with the fixed cameras. So this is I just think that looks really cool. That they're doing a full remake of Fatal Frame 2. Because the later games in that series were not great, but 2 is definitely the highlight. So I thought that was great.
Awesome. Well, it's nice when at least, even if the series itself is kind of fallen by the wayside, they're able to kind of retain the good elements of it and be like, hey, we're gonna rework this so that we can still enjoy it with a modern audience and get some more fans in it. And who knows, maybe get more people interested in the series again. I mean, Fatal Frame...
they've been really trying with Fatal Frame lately because the fourth one was Japan exclusive and they remastered that a few years ago with an English localization. So it seems like Koei Tecmo was really determined to bring back Fatal Frame now that there's this big kind of old IP horror revival with Silent Hill and Resident Evil and Dead Space, although that's kind of not gone anywhere. But yeah.
And again,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
it's the sort of game that probably you'd find now actually a lot of younger people will be interested in trying out, because they've now experienced games that are similar in the fact that you've got things like, what was it, like content warning, all these like multiplayer kind of like, streaming games where you're going into like haunted environments with cameras and stuff trying to find ghosts and stuff. It's like you're kind of doing something similar with Fatal Frame. Obviously it's a narrative driven story, and it's much more about actually you being terrified as opposed to like jump scares and just laughing with your friends. But I feel like it's the sort of thing that people would kind of go like, oh, well, I kind of understand the gameplay. I can wrap my head around this. Like, this is an easy one to pick up, as opposed to a lot of us who may have not gotten into Fatal Frame because we've been like fans of Resi or whatever, and then seen Fatal Frame be like, I've got a camera.
Yeah, not traditional combat.
Yeah, exactly. Whilst I think things now like these other games that have come out, Repo, I think is another one, and that sort of stuff. Like, these are the sort of games I think a lot of younger people are playing now together, and it's introducing them to experiences that most mainstream stuff is just not bringing to them. So who knows? Yeah. Maybe this is an opportunity for Fatal Frame to come back in a bigger way.
The goal seems to be to make like Fatal Frame 6 or some kind of reboot. So I'm looking forward to whatever that is.
Nice. I think that's going to be all our picks then from the Nintendo Direct.
Nope.
No, he's here.
First of all, don't sound so fucking done with me already.
I'm done with you before we started. Now, come on.
First of all, it was good that Final Fantasy 7 Integrate Retromake, what do you call it, is got a release date on Switch 2 and Xbox Series, because they both announced them at the same time. So
we're really leaning into the unprofessional professionals today, aren't we? Like,
I just liked saying Retro Integrate for the 22nd of January. So that's really good. I'm looking. I already played that on PS4, and then. But then it's just before my birthday, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that, and it's a reasonable price as well. It's not full price; it's 40 quid. Like, that's fair play. Because you could have just fully did.
Did you see the file size?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna get it on the Xbox, so it's fine.
Oh, on Xbox, right? Because on Switch it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's huge,
isn't it? It's like it's a third of your Switch 2's storage. But the one I was gonna shout out for the Direct was Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Because I love Yoshi. I still need to play Woolly World, but I love what they do with those Yoshi games. Like, they just embrace a different type of craft, and it feels very paper crafty and stuff. And I just love the look of it, and it just looks super fun. And I'm like, yes, Yoshi gets into the game because he absolutely does deserve more games. So I was like, hey, more for Yoshi. Yeah, 100%. Is that all right?
Yes, it is. Well done. I
absolutely remiss not to give a shout out to Tomodachi Life, because it's going to be Game of the Year 2026. So.
Bold, very bold.
I will fight for it because. Get out of here. Fucking GTA Schmeeta.
Yeah, I want that to be the showdown. I want that to be the showdown next year. That'd be great.
Yeah, GTA will get delayed because of Tomodachi Life.
Rockstar's like, we just can't compete. Like, we have to move.
You've seen that there's new me technology, okay?
We don't do leaks here.
No rumors.
No rumors here.
I've been sent confidential me data.
me, you with you, isn't
it? Right, let's move on to our second topic, shall we? Which is, of course, the 6.1 Indie Showcase that we had earlier today. For those of you who aren't aware, 6.1 Indie are a sort of independent outlet focused primarily on indie games, who have now been covering games for quite some time and had their own showcase for a while, and recently have kind of been really blowing up on the scene. I feel like in a really cool way to see this happening. They're one of the showcases from before that we've looked at and gone, this is how showcases should be done going forward. Like, if you're of this scale, if you're handling these sorts of titles, this is the sort of cadence, this is the sort of what sort of content we want from a showcase of this sort. And I think it was I think the numbers, if I remember correctly, was something like 72 minutes or something like that, with 46 titles or something along those lines. 47 titles, was it? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So it moved at a pace that I feel like you didn't you didn't miss anything because it wasn't given enough time. You may have missed stuff just because, unfortunately, you were doing other things, or a game took your fancy. You was like, oh, that one's knocked anything else I was thinking of outside of my head now. I'm totally on that one. But I feel like everything was kind of generally given its due, which is cool. And I don't know if everyone here's had a chance to look at it, but obviously we do have a fantastic breakdown with all the announcements, courtesy of Anna and Adam. So if anybody else is ready to go for it, please, by all means, do jump in. But if not, I'm very happy to lead, because one of the ones I was really happy to see is a game called Demon Tides, which I may have been brought up like a few months ago, and I don't know. But I am a big fan of the studio behind this, Fabraz. Very cool studio. Their titles tend to be now very focused on like traversal, creating really fluid, fun, and what they call expressive, like platforming. Is generally what they go for, is expressive traversal. And Demon Tides is the second game in a series, I guess, because the first one's called Demon Turf, and it very much is like this 3D world that you are moving through, using all manner of different sort of crazy looking traversal techniques. So you're like double jumping into a spin, into a dash, transform yourself into a little bat creature, to then do a dive bomb into a skid, into a whatever else you can think of. It's all sorts of stuff. And again, it's wall running and grinding and everything like that. And
that's the one where you're a 2D character, right?
It's a 2D character in a 3D world, exactly. Yes. Yeah. And then with Demon Tides, they've sort of upgraded to the full 3D everybody. So all the characters are now 3D models as well. They've given them that sort of 2D aesthetic, where it's quite like pared down detail wise, as it were, kind of what's the good word? Not the same way that you look at something like Borderlands, and that's kind of given that kind of like 2D aesthetic with the lines and the kind of art style, but more so it's just sort of block colors, little detail given to sprite models and stuff like that. So it kind of just
cell shading.
Thank you. My mind was unable to remember the words. So yeah, cell shaded, which looks really good, and it's all based on a water planet or water world, hence Demon Tides. And again, looks fantastic. They also happen to be. Sorry.
We don't like water levels. Worst game ever.
Yeah, no. This is really good fun. I would definitely recommend it, especially because it's the sort of thing where it's like if you're in the water, you can just hold down a button, your character just kind of like just cuts through the water with ease. You don't have to do anything unless you want to, which is quite nice. But they're also the team who are working on the Bubsy 4D game.
I was wondering if you were going to say it.
Absolutely. Having played it at Gamescom and got a chance to chat with one of the members of Atari, one of the producers at Atari about it, he gave me a little bit of the sort of rundown of like how it all happened, which is really, really funny and quite interesting. Again, I think I've said this before. I'm going to try and reach out to them and see if they'd be willing to come on the podcast and talk about it, because the whole happenstance of how that happened is very funny. It's very much like two ships passing in the night. Atari and Vavraz, just both having sort of like similar ideas, and then it's sort of all coming about just purely because of a joke online in a funny way. So yeah, really cool to see them there, and yeah, very excited to play more Demon Tides. The demo is out now. You can go and check that out, and I think we probably covered it on the demo disc at some point. I will find the issue and have that below. But yeah, that was my pick. Who would like to go next? Who's ready?
One that caught my eye was Crucial, Theatre of the Idols, which is like a horror first-person shooter kind of game.
Yes.
I don't know so much a shooter, but it just kind of gave me like Painkiller vibes, but looking a lot more horror-focused. So the trailer was showcasing like a place called Hispania, like a fictional place in Spain, where all kind of hell's breaking loose, and the like strange demon kind of puppety things that look somewhat like what you would get from Atomic Heart are attacking you, but like a little bit more horrific. So there's lots of different vibes of different games going on here, but yeah, really, really like the look of all of the kind of the combat looks a little bit slow and sluggish, but all of the enemy variety and enemy types look really, really cool in the trailer. And I've kind of got the craving for something horror related as well. So I haven't played a horror game for a good while, apart from something called Look Outside, which I mentioned last week, but that's kind of like soft horror anyway. But yeah, that's coming to PC, Xbox, PS5. So I don't think there's a date on it yet, looking back at the trailer, but there's a demo on Steam and it looks really good. So definitely going to check out the Steam demo. And yeah, I think that could be quite a good one. Not sure about Spanish games after my experience with Bambas, but wanted to give it a second go. So
Ah, man. We're both trying another one. I'm sure you can't write the whole country off on their video games.
Bloody Spain.
I did.
Problems in the world with
Sorry,
that
Spanish
politics,
listeners.
Mark. Stop it now.
Sorry, Spanish
Like, Mark,
listeners.
do you want to play Blasphemous? It's like, no, bloody Spanish. Like, I'm not playing Blasphemous.
Yeah. Well, it's like they did that No Stone Unturned. Not No Stone Unturned. They did the Stone of Madness game. That was their one, which apparently was also very difficult. I think I don't know if we got a code for that or if anyone reviewed it here, but yeah, that was a tough looking game.
Was that the stealth one?
Yes, yeah. And you're
Yes,
controlling.
I believe. No, we definitely did do a review of that. I'm sure.
Yeah,
almost
I can't
certain.
remember who reviewed it sadly, but I remember them saying it was tough. So yeah.
I think it was Addy. Was it you, Addy? I can't
No.
remember.
You
It was
can't
a long
remember.
time ago.
I like stealth game, but I didn't play that.
Right. Very cool. Yeah. So we got that. Crystal, wasn't it? Yeah. Who has got one ready? V, have you got a?
I have one ready. Yep. I'm very excited for Lucid, which is like
yes.
a
You stole
2D
my second
action
one.
platformer. Like, oh, sorry. Like, but, no, I just think the aesthetic is giving me like there's a lot of like Hyperlight Drifter vibes to it. This
100%.
crystal punk world. And I love the aesthetics of that game. I just think they're fabulous. But also, despite the fact I'm generally quite bad at them, or you talk about Blasphemous, I am a big fan of like a 2D platformer, like combat action platformer. So there's like bits of it from what I'm looking at that make me think it's going to be absolutely rock hard. And I'm very excited about it. I just think it looks super, super polished, very stylish. There's a wee bit of like Nine Souls to it as well, which I really enjoyed. If anyone's not played it, I would highly recommend.
Nine Souls
With
is
all
amazing. I love that game.
with all the combat mechanics and stuff like that to it. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. I don't think it has a demo. I'm not entirely sure, but
It is
I think
available. I believe
it
the demo
does,
came
yeah.
out today.
oh, amazing! Oh, I'll
Yeah.
I'll definitely be picking up the demo. Then.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I thought try to put them on where they'd indicated there was a
Yes,
demo.
you did. Yeah. It was part of the announcement.
No,
today,
you
so
probably you probably did. There's just like, to be fair, I am much more of an indie guy than like AAA, even a lot of AA. So I'm quite excited for quite a lot of the lineup for this. So I've just forgotten which ones have what.
Yeah. Side note. This
yeah.
showcase was fantastic. Like just real quick, like really good. Again, as we said, like as far as production, but the lineup of games. We're going to pick out a few. Please go and check out Adam's article. Go and watch the showcase by all means, but check out Adam's article because the picks are incredible. Like 6-1 India really doing a fantastic job of picking their games, I'd have to say.
Yes.
But yeah, sorry, V.
No, it's fine. I was pretty much done anyway. But yeah, my first pick is Lucid. I think it looks amazing.
Yes.
I'm very excited to get my shit rocked continually as I try and get through some of these. It'll be the platforming sections that do it. I'm never usually that bad on boss fights, but I'm shit at platforming.
Very good. Right. Dara, what would be your first pick?
So there's one that I was thrilled to see announced because it's from a studio whose previous game I really loved. It's called Penguin Colony.
Yeah.
The studio that made this previously made Umurangi Generation, which is a great game.
That is
a fantastic game. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they've been quiet for a bit now. And the really cool thing about this trailer is that it was narrated by the Disco Elysium narrator, Len Brown. So you just notice like immediately as the trailer starts, if you play Disco Elysium, that voice is like stuck in your head. It looked really cool. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft's in the Mouth of Madness, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but it's about penguins, and I think you play as the penguins, but there does seem to be like a narrative with some human characters going on as well, and it has that kind of Umurangi generation kind of PS1 aesthetic. I'm really hoping that Thor High Heels comes back for the soundtrack on this. I loved the soundtrack for Umurangi generation as well. So, but the score that's in the trailer is really good. So this is one I can't wait to see more of.
Absolutely, that does sound really interesting. Yeah, penguins control like a family. What is a group of penguins called again?
I don't know. Like, what? This is not knowledge that anyone has.
Colony?
Well, yeah, what are they called? I'm sure they've got a group of penguins. I'm going to find this out.
Murder of penguins. Like, it must be that.
Murder of penguins, did you say?
Yeah.
Colony. It's the title of the game.
Penguin colony.
It's a colony, rookery, or a huddle.
A huddle. Oh, I like huddle.
That's it. Yeah.
I like huddle.
Yeah. Very nice. But yeah, that'd be
my
really
favorite. My favorite was like a Parliament of Owls. I think that's
I was
great.
going to say,
like
Parliament of Owls is great. Obviously, Murder of Crows.
Murder of Crows. I love the one where it's like a picture of just one crow, and the caption is attempted murder.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Amazing.
My personal favorite, which I only found out in the last couple of years, was a shiver of sharks.
Oh, nice.
That's terrifying.
I thought that. Adam, what about you? What was your first pick from the 6-1 Indie Showcase?
Like, it's not a new. It wasn't a new thing, but I'm really interested in Recur.
Oh, yes.
Just looks. I mean, I'm a big fan of like time stuff, and like if it's done really well, I think like really interesting. So this whole you're like trying to survive the apocalypse and solve puzzles, and like if you kind of move forward, time moves forward, but then you go back and time's back, but you're still solving puzzles by like moving boxes, but the box doesn't move when you go back in time and stuff like that. So it just seems really interesting. Hey, you look like a postman, just try to like get by. Like a special delivery. It must be delivered by 1 p.m. Like it just feels
the
like
Strand
that.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks great, and I love the new trailer. It just looks super intriguing. We still don't know when it's coming out, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
I hope it comes to console as well, because it feels like the sort of game that everyone should be playing. It feels like super fun. But
Yeah.
look at that.
It looks wicked.
The art style on that one
really
is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The art style in particular really caught my eye with that one. That was the big first thing. And then watching, obviously, I think I saw a video of like two of the devs talking through it, or a dev talking to somebody else about it, and just going through a small sequence and explaining everything. And I was like, oh, this, like, immediately I was like, oh, this is like Braid. If anybody else played Braid.
Yeah.
Like immediately I was like, oh, this is serious Braid, kind of like time manipulation mechanics stuff going on it. But I really, really liked what I was seeing. I was like, looks really good.
I think knowing what Braid is a real sign of age nowadays. That's like the birth of indie games as we know them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Xbox Live Arcade days. Dear me.
Yes.
The Soldier Boy video.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. That was very good. I love that. I will go with one more, and then obviously we can go around. I think we go around once more, definitely. I am going to call out one that actually we featured on I think this month's issue of Demo Disc, which is Gecko Gods, which is one that I think has been around in the sort of the general ether for a while, like a couple of years at least. But I have been looking forward to this one for a very long time, ever since I saw it first. And just the idea of being a little gecko lizard exploring ancient ruins across many an island and having our own little boat to get between all of them just sounds wonderful. And they've got a brilliant little traversal system where basically you can climb on every single surface. There's no like real kind of like thing to get in your way. It's very much about just sort of solving puzzles and exploring and finding secrets. And being a little gecko. No, it'll be able to like eat flies and stuff or whatever. So looking forward to that. That's my second pick. Let's go with Dara. What have you got next?
Let me check. I have a little list here of ones that stuck out to me. Don't worry, I'm not going to go down the list for this one either. Mr. Sleepy Man. Mr. Sleepy Man looks
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
I love the look of this. Kind of looks like Demon Tides as well, but the song in the trailer was amazing. The look of the game is great. It kind of has like an Untitled Goose Game kind of thing where you've got to do checklist of crimes, essentially. And yeah, it looks like a lot of fun kind of sandbox platformer.
Yep, that one stood out to me again just purely because of the vibes, the visuals, everything about it. Just like, yeah, this has come from a very, very special mind, clearly. Mark, what have you got next?
Yeah, another one that caught my eye, and you guys have mentioned to you before that I love like teen stuff, like high school and like teen shows on Netflix, that kind of stuff. So Never Ever Ever, all that kind of thing. That's just a bit sad, and I like that, and I need to grow up, really, don't I? Start watching all the stuff that my wife should be watching. But there was one on here called Children of Saturn. So it's like a coming of age teen story, and it looks the aesthetic very much like a PS1, PS2 kind of era game, and it's based on found footage of well, probably not real found footage, of course, but found footage fictionally of what some teens are doing in a local town. So there's loads of typical teen stuff to do. Trespassing, home parties, listening to mixtapes, probably lots of sex, skating, so just general being kind of vandals. But it's kind of hard to really tell what you'd actually do in the game from the trailer. But just reading some of the Steam store listing after having a watch. But yeah, there's also a demo out for that as well. But I kind of love that kind of like teen era stuff. And whilst we mentioned a few moments ago about mixtape, whilst I'm waiting for that, this may scratch a bit of the itch. And I've been holding off on playing the latest Life is Strange for Christmas because somebody told me that's a Christmas game. So I've been holding off on playing that too. So I kind of need that teen game in my life at the moment. So I might give download of the demo for that and give you something for the demo disc on that one, Harry, I think. So yeah, that was the other one that stood out to me.
I just watched the trailer for this one. It looks amazing. I love how it looks.
Yeah,
looks incredible.
A lot of great visuals when it comes to the showcase again. Like, man, the variety is incredible. Very cool to see. V, what's your next pick?
My next pick is ones from the guys over at Hibernian Workshop who did Astral Ascent, which is Fallen Fates. I think it just looks, again, there's a bit of a Hyperlight Drifter like sort of vibe to it. But the first thing I thought of when I was watching it is just like the combat looks very like almost like a very sort of fast-paced like Death's Door. And actually after looking on their Kickstarter for it, because there is a Kickstarter for it, they have cited Death's Door as an influence.
Cool.
And Death's Door was like one of my favorite games the year it came out. I just thought it was amazing.
Great game.
But yeah, it's got again really lovely pixel art, sort of top down 2D, lots of combat. They've cited a bit of like Elden Ring-esque open exploration, so not everything's explained to you and things like that. And Astral Ascent was actually a fantastic game. So I've been looking forward to what they're going to do next. But yeah, I think it just it looks really, really fun. And I again love a little action RPG. Love something that I'm going to swear at my computer when I'm playing because the combat's very difficult. And it's got Ben Starr in it, so like all good things. Like
Yep. That's definitely a big positive there, definitely.
Yep.
Adam, who's your second pick?
My second pick was upsettingly because it's spelt wrong. Mold washer. It's spelt without the U. Very upsetting. But it just looks like I love Power Wash Simulator. Like from the just the satisfying of just cleaning that up. But mold wash is like you're just cleaning inside like a fridge, and it's like an isometric to like pixel art, and you're like just spraying away, and just like it just looks so satisfying, but looks really well put together, and It just looks superb. It looks super fun, and it looks very satisfying in terms of the kind of cleansing of stuff. I just love the look of it. It looks superb. I like it. So yeah,
Very good. Yeah.
Give me unpacking vibes in a kind of aesthetic sense. Anyway,
yeah.
Really cool. And Unpacking is one of my favorite indies ever made. I adore that game. So
Great vibes, that game. Yeah, it's wonderful. But yeah, that is a sort of 10 games then that we have obviously picked between us from this showcase. There's plenty more obviously to check out, as we said, and we highly recommend that you do that because we've got all the trailers there as well and all the info that you'll need, courtesy of Adam. And yeah, they've again, 6-1 India are doing, I think, a really, really good job of finding and showcasing and supporting these sort of developers and making a great name for themselves. That we're not the only people talking about them. They're making waves as well. So definitely something that is worth keeping an eye on if you're an indie fan in particular. So yeah, one thing of course that we didn't do off the top, and that's really because again the site has been going through some stuff and we've been getting up to speed with it here, is that we didn't do what we've been playing. Instead, what we're going to do now is inundate you with all of the reviews that we've just put up today, because we have all been playing stuff and we've been reviewing them. So what you need to know is that in the past week or so, and that's leading to today receiving something like 7 or 8 different reviews, you've got Henry Halfhead, which I reviewed and was originally meant to go up before all this happened, and has led to me having to write my review twice, which you can enjoy. I definitely recommend checking that out if you're interested. We've got Adam.
do you only use half your head for the first one?
Sorry, what was that?
And use half your head the first time.
Yes, I did. Very good. We've also got Zoe Begone, sorry, from Adam.
Begone.
Zoe
Yes.
Begone from
Zoe
Adam.
Begone. Zoe Begone.
So please go check. And that's a sort of
Shmup.
Shmup. Yeah,
Classic shmup.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Cuphead, but
yes.
yeah, it's like Cuphead. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have, which I think the last one that just went up is one of Mark's, which would be Platypus Reclayed, which I know is one that you've been very excited for, man, for a very long time, and came down to the wire, as it were.
Get good, Scrub.
Yeah, I mean,
He did.
yeah, did get good. Did get good. Right on launch day. You talking about our policy of completing games to publish a review had me literally sweating on my hands before the show. So yeah, literally one of the hardest boss battles I can remember, and I've already even seen the developers tweet put on their Discord today. They've already had feedback on day one about the difficulty, so I'm not alone. Thank fuck for that.
Hey, there we go.
I do like when that happens. That happened with my Mandragora review, and I was up for like 4 hours at the end of the night before embargo, being like, "What is the difficulty spike on this? This is absurd."
Mhm.
And then like 2 weeks later, they patched it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is no use to me now." Like,
Yeah, but you did it, and then you've got that achievement post patch. You're like, yeah, I'm a fucking legend.
yeah, I also beat Consort Radan pre-nerf. Like, I don't know.
That's it. Yeah.
There we go.
I managed to beat those Silk Song bosses that got nerfed, not knowing that the patch wasn't actually out by the time I had beaten them. So
Yeah,
there you go.
it's like,
See?
I'm not going to finish Silk Song because it's too difficult, but I at least have that.
Yeah, that's it.
The game has beaten me, but
It's either me or the game, and the game won.
yeah.
We've also got, as far as reviews, we've got Skyguard Arena, which we have a review for. And this is I think it's going full release after 10 months, so that's one you can check out. We've got Dwarf Romantic review, which again has been out for a few years, but it's just gone to console with PlayStation and Xbox getting it their version. And another release from today would be Arctic Awakening, which we have a review for, and I think a couple of guides as well, which you can go check out.
Yes, we do.
We've also got Hidden Cats in Tokyo review. Mark covering his usual fare, his his go-to genre of gaming.
You like go back to it after finishing Platypus Weekly and being like, oh, I just need a break.
Yeah, really do. And to be fair, both of them absolutely melt my eyeballs. One of them too fast, one because I spent the whole time squinting. But yeah, I love me some cat. Love me some cats. Love me some cats.
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots review. We've got that up there as well. And I think the last one is a preview for a game called Go North. So yeah, head over to the site, check that out. We've got all those reviews there. And not to leave Dara out, of course, but we've got a very special piece that our friend here has done, which is a interview. You got the chance to send some questions over to somebody. Who was that, Dara?
Yeah, so I got to throw some questions to Hidetaka Suehiro Suiri, the director of Hotel Barcelona, which is his new game with Suda51, and also Deadly Premonition, The Good Life, The Missing, D4, all of those cult classics, which are very polarizing, and so you love them, you hate them. I personally happen to like quite a lot of them. Very special games to me, and especially Deadly Premonition and The Missing. And yeah, no, it was great getting to have the opportunity to throw some questions to him, especially ahead of Hotel Barcelona, which is something that he's kind of been talking about with Suda for a while now, about making this collaborative kind of roguelike action 2D side scroller thing.
Very cool. And the fact, yeah, again, them teaming up for anything is just crazy. You got these two brilliant, but very, very, out there minds coming together.
Yeah.
Can only mean something pretty crazy is going to come out of that, I imagine. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more from that. And again, looking forward to reading your interview, man. Well done for getting that. That's very cool. So yeah,
I have another interview coming in a few days as well. It could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, it could be by the time this episode is out, and that's another one I'm looking forward to. But I'm going to keep push on it for now, just in case.
Fantastic. There you go. little teasers here and there.
I have an interview as well.
Oh, see, interviews all over the place. I mean, I'm sending questions to other people as well.
I'm not hiding it. It's with the developer of Zoe Begun. So.
Oh, well, there we go.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I might be. I probably am. I'm not going to.
Keep it secret if we don't know. Right, yeah.
Dara likes the air of mystique. That's the difference. Yeah. You see, Adam. You'd know that if you were a showman.
Why does Showman know that? Showman doesn't give a shit about his fellow performer. He just cares about himself. He's not the greatest showman because he listens to every other fucker. He's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm baby.
Oh, dear. But yes, we have been very busy, as much as the site may not look like it over the last few days. We have been hard at work doing a lot of writing, a lot of reviewing, a lot of playing games. And so if you would like to...
I'm glad I'm not Mark and get stuck with these really hard games or rubbish games.
See, we suffer for our craft over
here. We do.
We really do. So yeah, please go and check that out. We'll drop all the links below, so you got quick, easy access. But yeah, go have a look around over on the site, especially because this will likely be the last week or so that it's going to look like this, hopefully. So
nice.
Take it all in before we get all gussied up with our new look. But yeah, other than that though, I think, unless anybody wants to talk any more about any other sort of little news bits we were kind of pondering over, is there anything that everyone wants to bring up? We got a 5-10 minute extra bit here before we finish up. Anybody want to add anything? No.
Are we doing what we're looking forward to?
That's what I was going. That would be the bit after this. There's just because there's a little bit of time. I just thought if anybody had a particular story. I know we talked about a couple. The situation with Sony and Tencent, copying each other's work, forgetting that they copy somebody else's work, whose work is whose, who made what game, all that sort of stuff.
I think that stuff is just a continuation of the discussion we had the other week about just patents and stuff, though, wasn't it? Because we picked up on the Nintendo Pokemon-y stuff, and it just stifles innovation because they all learn from each other. And if it's a blatant rip-off, fair play, but come on. The Horizon thing. Like, if you've got robot dinosaurs and you had robot dinosaurs in your thing and you've got trademarks on robot dinosaurs, then fair enough if someone's suing you for robot dinosaurs. But
Come on.
like, don't patent game mechanics. Like, I stood up from my chair. You can't do that. I'm suing you, you prick. Like,
I also feel like we should not be trademarking robot dinosaurs because robots are cool and dinosaurs are cool, and I would like to see more of them, please.
Yes,
Thank
no one owns robot dinosaurs, right? Like,
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
if it's very specific dinosaurs, like a character that's a robot dinosaur and it's got a name and it looks like and the personality and the things it does, you've
I feel like there must be a Digimon that is that already.
Probably, yeah.
I can keep it real though. Like, this might be a little contentious, but like, that's all Horizon has.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy the games.
To see where they're a little stingy on it because it's, I don't know, like, it's kind of Horizon's like entire thing.
Yes, you can't steal someone's entire personality and put it into the game, I suppose.
To be fair, I did say I know that they're good games, but the first time I played the first one, I did bounce off it because I had came straight from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I was like, "Oh, this is just an Ubisoft game with robot dinosaurs in it. This is what you've done."
I really like it. I really like it, but yeah. Although I don't like some of the kind of, especially the second one. The whole, here's the game. What's on PS4 and PS5. We've released some DLC. It's not on PS4 though.
Yeah,
like that's me move.
Oh, but those clouds that they required so much.
I was sort of like, And also ended on a cliffhanger. And my wife really loves the Horizon series. She's loved the story of them and really liked that. And also, it's a Ginger as the lead, so she's super up on that. But like. Ginger. So like, but then they end on a cliffhanger. I'm like, no, don't do that shit. Like, no, come on. Like, you can have the third game, but don't do that.
Yeah, it was also.
You don't know what's happening.
It also has to be said as well. It is one of the worst like cliffhanger endings because it's literally like everybody standing.
No, don't tell me that's fine.
We just did it. It's all great, sort of thing. And then it's her kind of standing screaming like, ooh, like that at the end. And you're just sort of like, oh, so there's a third one, is there? Okay.
We're not having a repeat of Expedition 33. He's ruining the story straight out of the bat.
Yes, the whole narrative.
Ooh.
Yeah. The opening beats. The opening beat of the game
right.
that sets the whole thing going.
I'm not emotionally invested in the story anymore, and that is your fault.
Okay,
you'll
fine. I have that
you'll
much
get
control over
more
your life.
invested. Don't worry.
What? Say again, no, sorry.
There'll be things to pull you back in. I don't know whereabouts you are in it, but don't worry. It's a layered story.
I'm being very dramatic.
Okay, all right.
Never.
Yeah. He's not starting. He uses to play the tutorial because Harry told him there was a tutorial, and he's like, "I'm not going to play this."
Straight away, oh, this happens. Like, for fuck's sake, I don't know who this person is. You told me this of that fate already. I'm not emotionally invested in the same way, and that's your fault.
So easily.
I'm up to pull the achievements on.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, at long last.
Anyway, we will move on to our final. Huh?
Bruce Willis is a ghost. There. Fuck you all.
You got us.
And Die Hard. Wow, I missed that.
Die Hard, yeah. You didn't do that. Fucking Die Hard. Rewatch it now.
Completely different. Right, let us move on to our final closing segment, as always, then, which is what we are looking forward to. I am currently about to play the game I'm sort of looking forward to most, so I don't want to talk about that. So I will try and think of a game that I'm looking forward to past that.
Is that he spoils it for you?
Yes, exactly. We're moving past this, Adam, please.
No.
For the love of God. The horse is dead. Has anybody got something that they would like to shout out for what they're looking forward to?
Well, Aethermancer is going into early access on the 22nd of September. And I was lucky enough to play a little bit of it when I was at Gamescom, which I think I mentioned. So I'm very excited for that. It's like a roguelike creature collector. Well, yeah, I think obviously Pokemon be coming for them, but the Pokemon Company not going to be happy. But it's from the developers Moirai Games, who made Monster Sanctuary, which I think is one of the best like creature collector games out there. It's a 2D platforming creature collector game, but it's really really good fun. I think it's still on Game Pass, but even if it's not, it's been out for a little while, and I would highly recommend picking up. But there's some from what I saw at Gamescom anyway, there's some nice little nods to Monster Sanctuary in it. Some of the monsters return, but it's 3-on-3 battles, and you have to do attacks to generate energy to do more attacks, a little bit like Monster Sanctuary, but the energy is like little orbs. They called Aether. And luckily, even though it is a roguelike, if there's once you've captured a monster, if there's a specific monster you like, if they die, you can go to a little fountain and you can resurrect them. And if you nickname them, they come back as the same monster, and they progressively level up on your journey. So you don't have to worry about. It's not like a Nuzlocke. It's a little bit like a Nuzlocke. They did tell me when I was there that they took a little bit of inspiration from the fact that Nuzlocks are really popular at the moment to do some of the mechanics. But yeah, it was super fun at Gamescom. The art style is really good, super polished. Some of the animations just look amazing. So I'm looking forward to Aethermancer going into early access. Very excited for it.
Very cool. Mark, what are you looking forward to next?
I think I'm looking forward to getting back to the games that I have had to drop for the last 2.5 weeks or so because I've been reviewing 3 things. So I've only played 1 hour of Silksong, and that was on launch day. And need to get back to finish Look Outside as well, which I've talked about a couple of times. But to be honest, I'm actually, because I'm obviously just having a second child, I've been really deprived of guy time online recently. Managed to get an hour and a half of Gears Reloaded with the boys the other night, and even though I just ain't got it anymore, it was still just a great time just to get on, get curb stomped, get chainsawed at the arse. But it's just great to get back on with the guys. And to be honest, I'm really just looking forward to the multiplayer game over the next few weeks. And obviously, Battlefield 6 is about 5 weeks out now. No, probably even less, isn't it? It's like the 10th of October.
3 or 4 weeks, isn't it?
I just can't wait. Cannot wait.
So good.
And then Pod's pretty much immediately after, and that's going to be kind of me. So yeah, Dara, I'm a big shooter player. I wish I was good, but I'm not. But I play a lot of shooter with the boys. But that's normally what I'm harping on about on these podcasts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on with the guys a bit more over the next few weeks.
Hi, finding cats and shooting guns. That's our man.
Dara, watching teen dramas.
Yeah, watching teen dramas, yes. Dara, what are you looking forward to?
I feel like I'm gonna draw some ire for saying this, but Tokyo Game Show, I am looking forward to that. I know there's a million I know, Addy, there's a million showcases happening next week. I'll help, I'll jump in and help with that, because I will be watching, especially like the Yakuza studio. They have an announcement, and I'm very interested in that. But other than that, I mean, Silent Hill F is out in a week, and I'm so excited for that. I mean, I never thought I would be at a point where I'd be genuinely excited for a new Silent Hill game, because I was very, nervous about Konami bringing it back and stuff. But everything I'm seeing about F looks really great, and I'm really excited to jump in. My partner's a big fan of the writer for the Higurashi series, the visual novel series. So I am excited to jump in on that one. And Hades is also out the same day as well, so very busy.
Crazy. Never ends here. Lady V, what are you looking forward to?
I've already said mine. I'm sorry. I don't have more stuff.
Adam,
like,
what are you looking forward to? Look, there's 4 of you. This is more than I've ever had to deal with before. You're a handful on your own as is.
Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Okay.
Spoiler alert! Fuck you. No, I'm looking forward to playing Dying Light the Beast, which I'll be starting today. I'm hopefully going to be reviewing that for the site. Big fan of the series. Looking forward to going into beast mode. Hopefully it's going to be quite silly because obviously the OG Dying Lights are very much about survival against the zombies and stuff, and you're like a super souped up original protagonist from the first one. So like I'm hoping I'm gonna bat some zombies around and get a bit funny with it. So that's gonna be fun. I hope. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool. Yeah. I think the thing I'm looking forward to next actually is going to be the update to Grounded 2. They are going to be bringing some more content to that, including the first sort of world boss, which is this sort of giant tarantula, which is going to be great. So the largest creature they've ever sort of done. It sort of dwarfs every other bug apparently in the game, so very excited for that. And it requires your mounts to fight it. It's one of those they design the whole fight around you being on your mount, your spider, your ant, your soldier ant, whatever it is you're using for the fight. So I'm really excited to check that out, alongside a bunch of other add-ons and additions and updates that are no doubt coming with that. So yeah, I hope to dive back into Grounded 2 and carry on my adventures there. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the show, everybody. Thank you very much. Well done for joining me for this big 5-person episode. I think it went really well. We made it to the end at least. So thank you all for joining me. Of course, if you've enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a like. If you've got any questions, any comments, any complaints about what's happened today, leave them in the comments below. And
yeah, directed at me.
God damn it.
Jigsaw was in the room the whole time in Saw 1.
We got to get off of these. He's actually going to ruin something for someone. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you would like to share it with us, leave it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can find all of our written work over at thegamersocialclub.ca. You can follow us on all our socials, which you'll find below, and you'll find everything that we've talked about today linked below as well. I think that generally covers everything that we normally cover here. Please consider joining the Discord. Please check out this month's issue of the Demo Disc, where we highlight a whole bunch of demos. Again, that will be down there as well. Consider checking it out. Loads of fun stuff to try there. We try to cover a whole bunch of different ones. Think games that are out, games that are coming out. Check it out. It's great. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. So again, thank you everybody for joining me here on the episode. Thank you everybody for listening and watching at home. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Play some great games. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.